not getting certain looks because of that, he's 100% right. But guess what? We don't care. Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. That's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate. The chopper's a throwaway. Hustle the hub away. I'm making my protege. Let me fast forward. Now my name on the news. Quote me on this. Got a lot more to prove. Remember I came in this game fresh out of county with nothing to lose. Y'all do this for nothing. Yeah. Rest in peace in it. I'm yeah. Now I don't do this shit for nothing. No. Not at all. Yeah. Now my money real. Oh Lord, man. Put it in the comment section. I already said. Matter of fact, rest in peace of Nipsey. What's the name of the song? Put it in the comment section. I had to wear it, man. Crenshaw, that official. Can y'all see it? The marathon continues. I had to show it. Now, it's your boy Screwface, y'all. Guess who's back? I gotta get into this, bro. So, I wasn't gonna do this video until homie did the Nipsey Hussle video, which was disrespect. Don't get it twisted. He was trying to disrespect. I was done with it. Then I saw this. Now, Tekashi 6ix9ine has been going, snitching, touching underage girls, all of the stuff that people have, love him for. And he's been going around trolling people, making fun of people's sales, saying people flop. Now, this was the #1 numbers guy. This was the numbers guy. But what he didn't realize was eventually that the actual numbers were gonna have to show, right? Eventually his label wasn't gonna be able to keep inflating numbers to make it look like he was relevant. We all knew what was going on, but this is the official academics did it, man. Tekashi 6ix9ine's Rattle Tales flops. According to Tekashi 6ix9ine's own scale of what a flop is. So let's see what Ack has to say about that. Huh? Ready, set, go.
Check it out now. Tekashi 6ix9ine finna flop, people. I ain't gonna lie, I gotta be the first one to touch.
Oh, hold on. Why my speaker's not working, bro? My speaker's not working, bro.
Yeah, because I want y'all to be like, yo, he's defending his boyfriend. Yo, he finna flop. Okay, now, really, there's some explanations to go with it, and maybe you don't even think it's a flop by the end of the video, but still.
Nah, see, I do hip hop news. I haven't done it in a while, but I thought this was newsworthy. Hit that thumbs up button if you think I should keep doing more, hip hop news or stay abreast to this saga right here. Yeah. Rest in peace, Nip. Rest in peace, Pop. You feel me? Yeah. Okay.
Let's just say off top. It's flop for what we've seen from him. You've had a #1 song in the last couple of months. You've done all this trolling, going to Nipsey's mural, going to O Block. You've snitched on niggas. You gotta sell more than 50,000 first week. Especially you've been clowning other niggas who sold 50,000 first week.
Now here's another thing where people are gonna be like, well, there's gonna be some people who are gonna try to jump in and be like, 50,000. This is what we're gonna say. 6ix9ine is signed to a label, right? So 50 out the gate is not really gonna help him monetarily, right? Also, the thing that's hurting him the most is that initially he was slated to sell at 150, and then it dropped down to this, and he has been harassing people and terrorizing people about the numbers. It's just crazy how that comes back to bite you. You never really want to be that dude who battle with numbers, because especially when you know your numbers aren't real and you know that these is inflated. Because I'm gonna keep it a buck. I see it in the comment. I've never met a real person in my life, especially since he came out of jail, that listens to 6ix9ine. I just never have, So I thought let's go further in it and see what academics has to say.
Okay, you can't be the numbers guy and then your numbers are weaker than the people you're clowning.
That's all I'm saying.
Now, what's going on here, right? Because if you ask me, he should be selling between 200 and 300,000.
Yeah, with all of this saga of 6ix9ine, for the album Rattle Tales to culminate into 50, and you know what's worse? is actually academics posted after he posted his video. I just saw on his Instagram that's actually looking more like 45.
Even if the old projections was right, because if you don't know, a couple of days ago he was projected to sell 150,000 with Tattletales. That's his album. It's called Tattletales. By the way, I'm on it.
Oh, it's called Tattletales. I call it Rattletales. I didn't even mean that. I wasn't even trying to be funny.
Now, why did the projections drop from 150,000 to 50,000?
That's a fall, boy.
Now, let me just start from the top. First of all, I think you should sell between 200,000 and 300,000. But without radio, there's no radio support, there's no radio playlisting, no radio program director will add his music. And if you ask me why, I think he's burnt a lot of bridges. He told everybody to suck his dick before he went to jail. And now with the snitching, it's like the icing on top of the cake.
I'm going to put it like this, Act. I'm going to put it like this, right? And there's going to be a part, you know, I was a part where I'm like, yo, clip this and send it to the person because I'm in a second here. But it's like this, Act. There was people who were kind of forced to play his stuff before he went to jail. Just for the shit. Forced to put up with him, forced to do it just because of the sheer numbers. It has more to do with the post-jail stuff than it does the bridges he burnt before it, I promise you. And Act knows that. Act knows that eventually, for the numbers, every one of these people, including him, will post something. It don't really matter what it is. For the numbers, especially if everybody else is posting, he's basically said things like that on Everyday Struggle. Act has. So, yeah, it's that. But I got me a little slight rant coming, but just let me.
And he is like, yo,
and the rant's gonna have to do with the part where, you know, the people, radio isn't supporting him and this, that, and the third. Because I've seen 6ix9ine go with that. I'm gonna need to talk to 6ix9ine here. I'm gonna need to talk to Daniel here in a little bit.
Exactly.
Give me a second.
Okay, radio doesn't want to fuck with him, especially radio stations that need to play hip hop, which is primarily what they call urban stations. They're not going to play the guy who these radio stations are being played in inner city communities. Everybody's calling a rat.
I don't know where 6ix9ine thought he was going to go.
Now, the other piece of the pie, which these days, this is the new radio, it's DSP playlisting. What was DSPs? Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, Tidal.
DSPs are the streaming
places. From these streaming services usually account for half the streams for every artist. What does that mean?
I need to get on more playlists. Damn.
That work for these streaming platforms pick songs, put it on their preferred list. These lists are hugely promoted by these platforms, and that's how many artists get streams.
Facts.
So when he gets none of that, basically, only way people can stream his music is people have to type in his name manually and go find it.
Now, that doesn't mean that his stuff doesn't pop up on these sites. Let me explain to everybody. It just means that it's not preferred, where the playlist, you know. I'm going to tell you right now, playlists are basically like the new labels. Let's keep it real. If a label can sign you, if one label offers to sign you and another label offers to sign you, and the contracts are essentially the same, but one can offer you more placements on more things, you should probably go on more playlist, you should probably go with that one. That's what it boils down to. I've actually seen record label contracts. I've actually been talked to by labels before and noticed it really boils down to playlists, really. And if you're not giving up their YouTube, then they just don't want to deal with you at all. And I ain't gonna do that.
Now, what does that mean? It's blackball. He's blackballed.
Here comes my rant.
So there was one more way that he still could do numbers. If you don't know, Trolls became number one. How did that happen? Well, Trolls became number one because you had 6ix9ine who figured it out. He said, yo, let's just get my fans to buy a bunch of bundles. The bundles will be then attached to the album.
He thought he was going to bundle them to death, boy.
And they will count just like streams. Of course, he has a lot of people that will pay money. Fine. Cool. Except at the last minute, it appears some of his bundles, or actually most of his bundles, are ruled ineligible.
Yeah.
Now, let me tell you what's going on. He has about 100,000, actually even more, in bundling that people bought from pre-orders and bought his merch along the way that was supposed to be promised with an album. And Billboard is saying, this is even midweek, we ain't finna count those. So that's why his projections has dropped.
Now let me get to my little rant. Hold on, you might want to clip this part. Hold on, chill. Let me get to my little bag. Rest in peace, Nipsino. Check this out. I've seen 6ix9ine because the only place I see really 6ix9ine is on Academic's Instagram, and I've seen the clips that he posts. Because if you follow Academics, you gonna see it. I've seen the clips. I haven't even watched them really, but I've seen enough and seen the comments and seen to know that 6ix9ine be doing little videos where he's talking about, yo, the industry is blocking me, man. Yo, I'm being blackballed, man. This is crazy, man. Yo, the industry is blocking me. This isn't fair. And let me try to break it down psychologically. That's the moment when I started realizing 6ix9ine don't have control anymore. And you might be like, wait, 6ix9ine look like it. No. So that was the moment, because 6ix9ine's the type of person that you can't really convince him something. He's got to convince himself something, right? Or really, when you try to convince him something, it's not going to take if he has it. He knows he was in trouble right then, because he thought that he was going to essentially disrespect like hip hop and disrespect like the Nipsey, disrespect people to a point where it was like he thought surviving was the ultimate goal. He thought, oh, if I go to these places and don't get killed, that's the ultimate win. No. You're still selling your product to those people, believe it or not. I know you thought you was in the Ariana Grande lane. I know you thought you was in the Justin Bieber lane, but you found out you wasn't. You wasn't. Here's something I gotta tell you. Here's one thing 6ix9ine says that's absolutely true. That man is not a lie about this at all. When he says that the industry is blackballing him and he's not getting certain looks because of that, he's 100% right. But guess what? We don't care. Majority of the people want that to happen. That's what he doesn't understand. I think he thinks that he's going to be able to convince people. That's like saying, like, bro, you got to understand that blackballing is a thing, and sometimes a community can blackball you. Like, a community could come together and be like, because people forget the whole child sex thing. Like, people forget that. There are some people who those things piling up is enough. And it's the same thing that happened with R. Kelly. It's the same. Sometimes a community comes together. So basically what you're doing is you're turning your camera to talk to the people who blackballed you, because you think it's just the industry. You think it's just because you're not on playlists. No, nigga. Everybody is the fans of the people that you have disrespected and trolled are. The people who are from these coasts and these cities that you go to and disrespect. They're not, and the worst part is, do you realize that there are a lot of people who can get just as much as love and sell just as many records as that and not do any of that thing you did? Not do any of the trolling, not do any of that? So what is that really saying? Was it worth it? Nah, probably wasn't, because your ultimate goal was success. You said, no matter what, I'll sell my soul, I'll do whatever, I'll put whoever in danger, I'll that. And you could even, however you feel about him snitching, that's on you. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. That's why I'm more talking about like the stuff where he going to the Nipsey mural and he doing this stuff and he trying to be funny and stuff like that. Cool, I know what it is. You thought we was dumb. You thought hip hop was stupid. You was banking on the fact that all these people were saying, well, this generation just doesn't care about snitching and, he's going to be fine. No. We going to let you live. We going to let you live. I'm not that old. I'm part of this generation, baby. We going to let you live, but we not going to support. What? Oh, you thought we was going to use our time and our money to get, nah, nigga. Just because we not going to smoke you don't mean we ain't going to smoke your career. That's all it is. Sorry for the long rant, but let's get back into it. I'm just letting you know. So before you set up your camera, Mr. Daniel, and go in about how it's not fair and how you're getting blackballed, understand the jokes ain't going to stop. Understand that a lot of the comments, just because I know that's what you care about, read the comments and that kind of, nobody's going to care. Let me just say it simply to summarize what I've been saying. You are complaining. It's like you poke the bear, continuously poke the bear in your living room, right? The bear woke up, you got away, but now you have to go back in your living room. Hopefully that made sense, where it's like, yeah, you got away, but now you locked in the bathroom. Eventually you have to come. All right, let me just say that sorry for that rant, but that was really what I wanted to get out.
Now, it could go back up if they get some way for these like bundles that are just
And it actually went down.
to actually be counted. But to be honest, don't bet your hopes on it. He's this billboard. They don't have any incentive to try to give him a break. He's dissed everybody around.
Basically, and that's where we're going to end it right there, because I don't want this to be 20 minutes long. It's hip-hop news. I thought I should cover it. Rest in peace to Nipsey. At the end of the day, I'm more like happy that the community came together and said, nah, we do have a limit. There is certain things that you can't cross, certain people you can't disrespect. Like, yeah. But 50,000, hey, I ain't never done 50, you know. I ain't done 50, you feel me? So, if you want to compare, that you already losing, but hey, I'm a get there, yeah. I love you, baby. We out here. SJ Nation, XXL reactions is coming when they drop it. We out.